can't really see me, it doesn't really matter because I don't want you to be jealous about how beautiful my face is. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. What I'm here to talk about is the Dan Bongino and what's that other bag's name? Kash Patel. You know, the ones that everybody put their whole hope and faith in, that they were going to go into these positions of power, which and do the right thing. Tell you that Epstein was really murdered. And tell you the truth about that. And he was, here's the truth of that shit. I'll get to that in a second. And then it just listen. Kash Patel's like, for somebody that's I've been in these places, you've never been in these places as an inmate. They make these places damn near suicide proof. And they do. I mean, if you're on suicide watch in any jail I've ever been in, any prison I've ever been in, if you're on suicide watch, they put you in a room, and sometimes there's just one bed, sometimes it's bunk beds. So I mean, like, you could try to commit suicide. There has been people, I shit you not, try to dive off the top bunk and like head first into the steel toilet, like, and try to kill themselves that way. Short of getting it off that way, you're not going to kill yourself. I was actually housed in the exact cell. There was a dude in Ohio that killed himself, the one that kept the females in the basement for like 15 years. Cuba, whatever the hell his name was. I was in the cell that he supposedly killed himself in CRC. I was in the hole in there. I did my last 30 days in the hole before I came home. He didn't kill himself, They kill these people. Like, CRC is well known by the inmates. Now, institutionally and by the state, it's all these accidents and shit like that. People got beat up in a fight with so-and-so. Now, the COs stomped their asses in the ground because there was no cameras to, and now the cameras don't even really matter. They just delete the footage. But, you guys you keep putting your faith in these people who continue to shove it in your ass, and then you act surprised about it. Hey, listen. Nothing is different. Nothing is different today than it was 4 years ago. Nothing is different from then as it was 4 years prior to that. Other than the government has more power, you have less of the illusion of freedom, and you're poor. Those are the only things that are different. That's it. Only things that are different. They're not going to tell you the truth. They're not going to, if let's just say that Epstein really was murdered. Let's just say that's the truth. Let me see it for myself. But see, they're not going to do that because they know you all were stupid enough to believe it. That's what they know. You know that you all are dumb enough because you put your full faith and belief in these idiots as if they're gods. And put your trust in them when you don't know them. When they are a part of the machine that has stolen your life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness, and is now trying to steal you the illusion of freedom that you're under, but you believe we're free. I mean, it's part. It's a big system, and there's these people like what's his name? The white-haired guy that does all the coke. He used to do all the coke. Somebody knows what I'm talking about. He's on Blaze and shit like that. Who, like, truly trust these people. They're going to give them a year because they have all these, demons around them and shit. Listen, you want the ATF, the FBI cleaned up? Put me in charge of that shit. Watch what happens. I'll go through and clean house day one. Not like they clean house. They clean house. I will go through and I will clean house. You know why? Because money is not a motivating factor to me in that sense. your freedom would be a motivating factor. And when you have people with that, money is their only motivating factor, Cash Patel, Dan Bongino, and they continue to buy into a system that they know is evil, corrupt, full of shit, and everybody's a liar in it. Everybody that's involved in it. I mean, you get what you got. You know what I mean? They're going to play along with that system. Why? Because they have no moral compass. They don't have any principles. It's mind-blowing. Some of the things I see on a day-to-day basis just absolutely blows my mind. I don't understand it. I don't understand how you don't see it. I don't understand how the masses don't see it. And it's the perpetual lie, man. It's how long do you tell a lie, and how many times does that lie have to be told before it becomes the truth? I don't know, but as long as the majority believes it, we now live in a system where they've sold this ideal of democracy, where the mob rules now. The mob always rules. It's sad, man. It's sad. But like I said, if Epstein didn't kill himself, let me see the evidence for myself. There is no reason why that can't be put out for the public to view. For real. You remember Pam Bondi, that bitch that you all wanted in as head of DOJ, or she's Attorney General, wherever the fuck she is. The one that had Epstein's file on her desk, she already seen it, went through it, blah, 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 blah. Or the JFK files, whatever it was. They never released the Epstein file. The JFK shit, they released shit that they had already released a decade ago. You know why? Knowing that you were too stupid to read the shit then, and then if you did read it now, you wouldn't have known it was released a decade ago. And also knowing that those who knew it was pushed out a decade ago wouldn't have a large enough voice to tell everybody else that believes it was the first time those few documents were released to the public. It's a fucking joke, man. It's a big goddamn scam. But the scam only works as long as you buy into it. When that full faith and trust is lost in the scam can no longer exist. I don't know. What are you gonna do? I'm just kind of at the point where I just kind of laugh at it anymore. I'm just here until I'm not. I'm just here until I'm not. God, I can see the scar on my face. My wife says there's not a scar on my face. I definitely got a scar on my face where I got in a car wreck. He swears there's not. I can see it right now. Right beside my eye. Anyway, have a good day. Stay safe and stay away from the pigs. I can't believe that the land of the free and home of the brave, we watch domestic terrorists terrorize fellow human beings on the roadside every day. We see it, and nobody does nothing. However, I will say this: people are starting to do shit. If you've noticed in the news lately, people are starting to say, "I've had enough of this shit." Got a dude in California pour the AR out on the cop, try to pull him over, but he didn't shoot the cop or nothing. And then they wound up locking him up like he did something wrong. How many times have cops pointed guns in people's fucking faces, and then everybody goes about their business like nothing happened? Yet some dude does it to a cop, and he goes to prison for it because he's on his way to prison now. This is mind blowing to me. Anyway, have a good day. Stay safe.